Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here because there's been a big deal about a little product. And that product is this new magnetic power bank from Anker, but this one's not the troublemaker. The troublemaker is the new Apple one. And the Apple one is on its way. I actually went ahead and I ordered it. I bought it. I wasted my money on it so I could test it out and see what all the fuss is about once it gets here. But in the meantime, I thought, well, I don't have the Anker one, so let me get this one. This one is called, I believe it's like the PowerCore 5K, whatever the box says. PowerCore Magnetic 5K. It's kind of like I feel shamed almost. It's 5K. Like, I haven't run a 5K in like 6 years. I'm like, thanks for calling yourself 5K, bro. You're bringing back bad memories. But it really is an interesting product, and some people may not care for it. I got it, and I've been really enjoying it. It's really nice because what you do here, it's got a Qi wireless charger, and it connects to the back, just like a MagSafe charger, and it wirelessly transfers power magically to your phone. And that's really cool, because I have the worst charging habits in the world. I was just tweeting about this earlier today. I fall asleep on my phone all the time. And then I'm busy, and I get up, and I'm like, holy heck, I need to be able to use my phone, but then I can't have it tethered to the charger, so this right here, if you fall asleep on your phone at night and forget to charge it, this is the greatest charging product ever invented known to man. So there are lots of pros and cons to this. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to contrast it with what we know with the Apple one that's going to be coming out here soon. But before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want to update when new videos come out. Now let's talk about the magic. Okay, so I'm being a little bit more eccentric than normal in my videos, but so I think this is interesting. Not just me, the video, the content, the topic of conversation here. So, I mean, you get some things in the box. This documentation is virtually useless. It's got like 80 different languages in here, and you can never find the one in your language you want to read. But basically, it's just a battery bank and this tiny little USB-C to USB-C cable. Well, if you use an iPhone, then you probably know that your phone doesn't use a USB-C cable. So, and then also your iPhone didn't come with a charging brick. So then there's that problem too. So depending on what charging brick you have, hopefully it will work with this. Yeah, anyway, so 5,000 milliamp battery. That's actually larger than the iPhone. That's larger than the iPhone 12 Pro, the 12 Pro Max, the 12. But it doesn't actually give you a full charge. And you're probably sitting there going, well, Mr. Tech Odyssey, how does that make sense? It's 5,000 milliamps. My phone battery is like 3,000 milliamps. Why won't it charge it all the way? Because it loses energy. And this is like maybe it's physics. I don't know. I didn't ever actually take physics in high school. I was homeschooled. My parents deprived me of a good quality education. But when you look at this for science, I mean, I was good at English. I was not good at math or science. So that's why I'm a lawyer. So this, with the magic, it uses the electricity and it transfers from one coil to the other. So your phone has a Qi wireless charging coil in it, and then there's one inside of this. So it uses the two coils and it transfers the power. And that's really a cool thing, but it's very inefficient. See, when you transfer energy that way, it requires energy to transfer the energy. It's not like when you use a charging cable. It's a little bit different there. The charging cable, it kind of straight pipes it over. It's much more efficient that way. It travels over metal instead of the airspace between, and there's a lot of heat involved, all that stuff. So even though you've got 5,000 milliamps, it is rated, it actually charges the iPhone 12 like 0.95 times. It'll fully recharge the iPhone 12 mini. So if you've got an iPhone 12 mini, this charging battery that's almost the size of your 12 mini will take care of it. If you've got an iPhone 12 Pro, it's almost a full charge as well, very similar to the 12. And then the iPhone 12 Pro Max is actually like 0.83 or 0.8 something as far as a charge. This won't actually recharge an entire iPhone 12 Pro Max. So that's something you need to be aware of. But at heart of it, it is just a rudimentary battery attached to a Qi wireless charger. Pardon me for saying Qi. I hate saying Qi. I just hate saying Qi wireless charger. I always say Qi. And then I say Qi because people know that it's a Qi wireless charger. But it's got an indicator on the bottom. You press the button, lights up. So basically, we'll do some basic math here. You got 4 little lights there, and each one is basically representative of about 25%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 quarters, 25, 50, 75, 100%. If you used quarters and you went to the gumball machine when you were a kid, you're going to be great at this. And then you've got the button there. You can display the battery, display percentage. And then all you have to do, plug the cable into it, and you can charge it up. And then when you get ready to use it, all you have to do is go put it on the back of your phone, and then it just sends it over. It's like, here you go, bro, here's some energy. So I actually did a lot of testing today, and I need my other handy dandy phone, because I actually kept detailed scientific records while I was doing this. You're just going to have to believe me, because I'm not showing a screenshot of this. Okay. So actually, yeah, here we go. So you probably can't even see that. So what I did was I tested it at 27% at 328. I set consecutive timers for 30 minutes. Every 30-minute interval, it went from 27 to 43. And then I forgot about it. And then I went from 45 to 60. I went from 60 to 75. I went from 75 to 87 and 87 to 95. So each 30-minute interval is about 15% power. If you're not using it, if you're not using your phone, if you charge it for 30 minutes, you'll get 15% of battery on your iPhone 12. That should be very true also for the 12 Pro, probably slightly less for the 12 Pro Max. And then, of course, it's not going to get you all the way for the 12 Pro Max. But that's it. I tested it out. I fully drained it, and about 15% every 30 minutes. And I think that's fairly reasonable. It's not transferring at 20 watts. I want to say that it's less than that. I can't remember what it was rated for. When you're charging the battery with the wired cable, like, it transfers in at 11 watts, but it transfers out at 10. And I believe that the wireless charging is at about 7.5 watts whenever it charges on the phone. So there are some things you need to know, though. This is very controversial, and the only thing that's really controversial here is the price, because everybody is really harping about the Apple one. And the Apple one, I'm sure it's going to be cooler. It's going to have like the word MagSafe in it, so it's already got the cool keywords in it that you need to hear, and it's going to work with your iPhone. There are a few benefits to it. One being that you will charge it with a lightning cable, which we all know is what actually charges the iPhone. So you'll be able to charge the battery bank and your phone with the same cable. That's a bonus for most people. And then also, it will actually give you a status indicator on the phone. So whenever you've got your phone, whatever it is, the display screen, the screen's in standby mode, and you can see that it's charging. You can see, I believe what it is the percentage that's going to be left on the battery bank, whereas this one has an indicator on the back with the 4 dots. So that's about it. There's not a whole lot of real difference there. And also, you can use this one with other phones, though. The Anker one, you can use it with other phones. So it will actually work. So I'm going to take the case off of my S21 Ultra here. Because it's a Qi, or QI wireless standard, so I found the right spot. So you can actually charge your regular phone with it, as long as it's got a Qi wireless charging coil in it, and that's pretty cool. But primarily it's designed for iPhones, because not only will it attach to a MagSafe case, which is cool, it even further strengthens the connection when you have the iPhone in there. It's designed for that. So it locks on there pretty good when you have the iPhone. If you only have it attached to like the case, it's kind of a weak magnet there. And they say anything that's 5 millimeters or less will allow that magnetic connection to happen. But if you put thicker cases, it may not work out on there as well. But I do like this. I think that there's a lot of practicality to this. Everybody used to use those Mophie charger cases for the longest time, and you had to put your phone in this terrible bulky case that you really, really hated and you didn't want to use. Well, now you can throw this on the back of your iPhone 12 or newer basically, and it's basically an extension of the phone. And what's also nice is you can charge this kind of while you're charging your phone. If you plug the charging cable into it, what happens is the battery, it charges your phone first, and then it charges the battery. So all that energy is going to go directly to your phone, top your phone off at 100%, and then it's going to start charging this. But I've really been enjoying it. I've used it for a day, and it saved my butt today. I fell asleep on my phone last night. Like, I should show my tweet up here. It's like I fell asleep last night on my Surface Pen, my 1 Pixel Bud I was using, my phone, and also the TV remote. So I woke up this morning, and my phone had like 20% battery. And I had a lot of stuff I needed to do, so I tossed this on the back. I'm like, man, this has been a lifesaver. I like it. I charged my phone up, and then I went and put this back on the charger. So it's not 20 watts. It's not a high-speed wireless charger, but it does work efficiently. And the other nice thing is, if you're a real battery hog, and here's a great example. If you're going traveling now, if you're going out and exploring the world again, you may not be near a charger. If you're going to go fly somewhere, this is really a nice thing to have because you can top it off your battery. You put it on the back. It's like an extension. It's like having a battery reserve pack to draw from and go to your phone without having to use all these cables. You don't have to worry about carrying a big battery bank. You don't have to worry about carrying a cable. You just toss this on the back and you're good to go. So I think that there's a lot of real world applicability. The great thing about this one though, Anker is basically like the godfather of charging. I was talking to my Anker counterpart the other day. I'm like, you guys are like the industry standard when it comes to charging things. And they've really built a reputation for themselves, and they make really good battery-based products. They make good sound products. So I mean, Anker, they got a lot of brands, like Eufy and their security stuff, Soundcore and their audio stuff. I review all of it because I believe in their brand. I think they make good stuff. This is not a plug for them. This is just telling you what it is. And this one right here, you can get it for about 45 bucks on Amazon. I think it's totally worth it. I think over the next couple of months, you'll really see this drop in price, especially around the holidays. You'll probably be able to get it for like $29. And I think what you'll see though is once the iPhone one comes out, I bet you they drop it like another 5 or 10 bucks just to compete because everybody's going to want the Apple ones. So I went ahead and ordered the Apple one. I'm going to do a direct comparison when it comes out so I can tell you which one really and truly is better. But it's kind of like a big ledge there because the new one is 100 bucks. The Apple one is going to be $100. I mean, not going to be, it is. I paid that much money for it. They don't send me that crap. I had to pay for it. So this one right here, you can get it for like $45.99. It's less than half the price. So if you've watched my videos, you know I'm a big advocate for getting good products at the right money. Like, why would you pay $100 when you can get something that works 99% the same and pay $45, right? But I'm not going to ding the Apple one. I don't have it. It's not here. So what bad am I going to say about it? I mean, other than that, you look at it on paper and it looks expensive, but it's Apple. So it means it's probably going to work really well. It's going to be seamless. It's going to have some nice little bells and trinkets and stuff. It's nice. You'll be able to see the display on the screen for the battery life. I mean, there are advantages if you like the Apple stuff. But if you want something that works the same way, the same nuts and bolts, and is going to give you effectively the same technology, well, Anker makes some fantastic stuff. It's 45 bucks. You can get two. And we don't know how many milliamps is going to be in the Apple one, but most people are kind of thinking it's going to be about 5,000. It's funny, there's been so much going back and forth on it here lately, and I didn't even find out till I was reading the box on this and doing some research before I made this video that it doesn't give you the full 100%, but I assumed that it didn't because, like I said, the Qi wireless charging signal, it requires energy to send that electricity across, so of course it's less efficient, and it's not as efficient as a direct pipe battery connection anyway. So that's all I've got in this video. Just some food for thought. If you want to pick one of these up, I've got an affiliate link down in the drop down. You can pick it up there. $45.99. I think it's a good price. Very fair. It's less than $100. And then when the new Apple one gets here, we'll talk about this. I'll direct compare them. I'll tell you exactly what the advantages and disadvantages are other than the price and whether it's worth it or not. I mean, because, hey, you may want the Apple one anyway. So that's all I've got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.